I knew
What's
it.
up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Thought Process. Today is that special day when we dive deep into the rabbit hole. Today, joining us is the usual degenerate, our one of our favorite usual guests that we have, Mr. Chris Ayala. How's it going, Chris?
How you ladies and gentlemen do today?
Hey,
Welcome in,
man,
Chris.
I have to say, dude, I love the getup. I think that we need those types of vibes today, as it's a new subject that has been circling the internet for about, I would say, you know, it really caught fire maybe 2 months ago, but right now the hype is real. There's a wave. It seems like it's a bubble. I don't know where this bubble is going. I don't know if it's going to burst anytime soon. But anyway, what are we talking about today? Today we're talking about NFTs. And what's the deal with NFTs? I mean, you've heard it on the news, you've probably heard it from friends, and most likely you heard it from your kids. Now, for the people who don't know, NFTs are the non-fungible tokens. This, or NFT for short. NFT is a special type of cryptographic token which represents something unique. NFTs are called non-fungible because they are not mutually interchangeable, since they contain unique information. Although it is possible to mint any number of NFTs representing the same object. This is in contrast to cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin and many network or utility tokens that are fungible in nature. Now, non fungible tokens are used to create verifiable artificial scarcity in the digital domain, particularly in the blockchain, as well as digital ownership and the possibility of asset interoperability across multiple platforms. Although an artist can sell an NFT representing a work, the artist can still retain the copyright to the work represented by the NFT. NFTs are used in several specific applications that require unique digital items like crypto art, digital collectibles, and online gaming. Now, when we talk about art, the art was an early use case for NFTs and blockchain technology in general because of the purported ability of NFTs to provide proof of authenticity and ownership of digital art, a medium that was designed for ease of mass reproduction and unauthorized distribution through the internet. NFTs can also be used to represent in game assets, which are controlled by the user instead of the game developer. And NFTs allow assets to be traded on third party marketplaces without permission from the game developer. So now, Greg, you've been following this. You've been doing a lot of research. Um, this definition came from Wikipedia, of course. Everybody here, we're all writing on the short bus, so don't take my word for it. This is just something I found online. But really quick, I just wanted to give a shout out to Mr. Beeple himself. The clip that we used at the beginning of this episode was something that he created, which is a video of digital art that's in a loop. Now, that digital art, he put it out there for free. It's on YouTube. We'll probably link the description below so that people can go download it for free. They do have an option to donate, so I would recommend everybody to donate something. But before we get to people, I wanted to talk to you, Greg and Chris, a little bit about what's your thought on this? I mean, when was it that you first became aware of this phenomena?
I first came aware of it within probably the last 2 weeks. I first saw it with Gary V, and then I heard Logan Paul talk about it during his Pokemon opening.
Mm-hmm.
I for some reason really got into the opening up Pokemon cards, kind of before the big craze that just happened within this last year. And I told people, I was like, hey, I have this new thing that I'm kind of obsessed with watching on YouTube. I felt kind of like ashamed by it.
I remember you telling me.
I was like, I found this channel. This guy opens up Pokemon cards, and I watch him. The guy's name is Leon Hart on YouTube, and I just watch it because he gets so over the top about when he pulls like a really good card. But you know that feeling of when you finally get something that you really wanted, and
Right.
I think since then it's kind of led people into this market of NFT collectibles, but it's just changing into the digital side. And I do think it's still early on for NFT, because NFT is not just art or graphic design. It's kind of one of the aspects, because it's kind of similar to if you think of like a copyright. It's like copywriting and saying this is mine and I can distribute it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a digital version that, I mean, we'll see that it's tokenized, and we understand that you can't break the token. You can't just say, oh, this is mine. So it's a way for everyone to understand that it is the original, but it's not necessarily backed by anything except for the blockchain that's saying like that shows you who's owned it over time. And the more and more I look into blockchain, the more and more the NFT market makes sense, but at the same time doesn't make sense to me.
Recently I've been hearing a lot about artists with music. Like music artists are going to be able to copyright their work through NFTs, so that they're not, like downloaded illegally on LimeWire.
So that's one of the things that I looked into, and it sounds like because we're so early, we can't really understand the whole concept of NFT. But imagine when the entirety of the internet is kind of ran with blockchain involved,
Mm-hmm.
and you try to post something and say this is your art. Like, do you know of an NFT like the one of the basketball players doing a dunk? Someone goes on to their Facebook and says, oh, look at the NFT that I just bought. But they didn't actually buy it. It can get removed without anyone having to say anything about it. You'd be like, you're lying. Get this out of here. And that, to me, like when I heard that and thought about that sounds pretty amazing.
Yeah, like copywriting and if you look into the NFT, it'll show you basically the whole history of it, from when it was created, when it was uploaded to the internet, and when it was sold, and the history of who owned it up to what point, how much did they pay for it. So it kind of gives you this whole history, and it creates like value in a sense.
I think it does create value, because you can say this is the original one, but some of the stuff that's out there right now, it just doesn't make sense to me why people are paying a certain amount. The only reason I can think of is the same concept as like the Pokemon cards, where it's like, oh, this is the first edition, and over time, you're not going to be able to get it anymore. But with art, you can kind of just copy and paste. I don't care if I have the first one that was made, like digital stuff. So that's where it
you're
loses
essentially.
me.
So I'm going to step in here for a second, boys, and let you guys know I am not an NFT expert whatsoever. I will let you know that the first time I heard of NFT was about a week ago. Mm-hmm. So I was kind of scrolling through the gram, right? Just got my phone. I was kind of just chilling, liking pictures, commenting, and deleting and shit. And in that process, I saw an NFT post, or at least a sponsored NFT item. And it was our boy, number 8, number 24, Laker Life, Kobe Bryant, Kobe Bean Bryant. So when he played his last game on the floor, when he scored those amazing 60 points, he wrote his name and signature on the bottom of the floorboards where it had 8 and 24, signed them. And they're taking that apart. And now you can buy the NFT stock for that.
So basically, when you buy that NFT, it also comes with the physical, basically the the signed floorboard?
Correct. But you won't get it shipped to you. You just own the NFT stock on it, a portion of it.
So
Does that make sense?
Where is that going to be displayed? In a museum or something?
I have no idea. I didn't dig into it.
So essentially, I still can't find the complete answer to it. So like, let's say you take a picture of, I don't know, of a Pokemon card, and you go up and you put it as an NFT. You still own the Pokemon card. They just own that picture.
Right. Now, if you want to give more value to that NFT token, upon selling that picture or upon uploading a copy of the card, if you ship it, that's going to bring the value up, because there's a physical copy and there's the blockchain copy. And when you pair them, it creates more value, as opposed to just giving them a online copy of a token.
Yeah. In the art sense, some of it I can see why the value is so high. Some of the stuff is like very production quality. Like, I can guarantee you someone would pay for this person to do these kind of images for like Super Bowl commercials or something like that. Like they're very good quality and very hard to make. It's not typical that someone can do something like that. But then there's these other guys who are selling a picture of a potato for like $800. And it's like,
so
that I don't understand at all.
Maybe you guys can help little old me understand this a little bit better. So an NFT is more like a royalty. Is that what we're looking at? An online virtual royalty?
Imagine it's like internet real estate. That's like the best analogy that I could use.
This may be a little bit easier to understand. So let's say Pokemon
I'm a child,
cards.
man. I'm a child. Greg.
Let's go back to Pokemon cards.
Greg, you gotta eat some crayons really quick.
There's a first edition.
I don't know who the fuck
edition box
is.
You don't know Pokemon? You know Charizard.
I have no idea what Pokemon is, bro.
I can't tell if you're being serious or not.
No, dude, I'm dead ass serious. I literally grew up. I was from 5 years old straight to a man. I bypassed all that Harry Potter, Pokemon shit.
A whoa man. But
dude, fucking straight man. You know what I mean?
To all the women out there. But no. Okay, so imagine that the first edition box came out. It's never going to be made again. Let's say they made 100 of them. And they decided, hey,
Charizard, Bulbasaur, and
we're only putting 2 Charizards in these 100 boxes. So there will only ever be 2 first edition Charizards, because they're never going to print it again. Anyone who comes in to print another one, it's not authentic. It's not real. So now let's say they did the same thing, but it was digital instead of a physical Pokemon card. They come out, they say, hey, we're going to make the Charizard first edition, and we're only making 2 of them. The NFT, the non-fungible token, is what gives the authentication of these are the 2 original digital cards.
Now, let me dig into that one a little bit more, just so I get a better understanding of it, because I grasp the concept now. Thank you for dumbing it down for someone like me and probably some of the other followers here on YouTube. But wouldn't that duplication of an image be very easy to do? Like, I screenshot shit all the time. I don't care if it's original or not. You know what I mean? Yeah,
but see, that's the whole point. Like, you and me, we don't care to have the original. But when it comes, like, I don't think you would spend $150,000 to $1 million on one first edition Charizard, would you?
Fuck no.
Okay, that's what they're going for. So that's the point. Is that
niche market?
Kind of
people that really want. Got it. So we're not really talking about ourselves here.
Yeah, like, because you could easily go to eBay and purchase a first edition Charizard that's fake, that looks real, and be happy enough with it. But if someone came to authenticate that that's real, because you want to sell it for $150,000, a person's going to come and say, no, this is a fake, and it's not valued at that anymore. So that's what the NFT comes in the digital market, is it's authenticating and showing the years and the history of who's bought it, who sold it, who the original creator is, to say this is the original one.
So that, in a sense, is the digital. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I'm comparing this to copyrights. Because, okay, on the other side of the spectrum, copyrights make you money, right? Like you came into it to earlier comment about, I have someone say so and so has a picture of them or an image of them dunking. Let's take a look at the famous Michael Jordan, number 23, right? The beast himself, the man of the men, right? This guy has a very famous picture of him just dunking on an All-Star break, right? For a dunk contest. That's like his thing. That's where Air Jordan became alive. That's the reason we have Space Jam and Space Jam 2. So that picture is owned by a corporation. They have the royalties on it. So if anybody ever if anybody posts that picture, whether it be online or on a magazine, they pay royalties. That's where like the value comes from. Where does the value come from an NFT? Just another person that loves Pokemon and he wants the original?
So, okay. So let me see if I can break this down a little bit. So when it comes to the NFT artwork, think about that as the Pokemon card, as a collectible. Now, because NFTs are they're not new in on the internet, but they're new with this. There's a new hype around it. So this is like just blowing up. It's going viral basically, and if you think about it, like as a music artist, you're gonna be selling, let's say it's an album, right? You're gonna put it in the NFT token or on a non-fungible token on the blockchain. People who want to listen to that music, will buy that album, and let's say it comes with 10 songs. Now those people can sell a specific song to somebody, and it'll be tied to their name. So it's like having bragging rights. It's like, oh, I own that song. But every time somebody transfers it or sells it to somebody else, there's going to be a royalty paid back to the artist.
That makes sense to me now. That analogy I get. It's a person that's got the bigger dick in the room.
Bragging rights, basically.
Kind of, yeah. I feel like there's a lot more to it too that's harder to grasp, and a lot of like nuance essentially, because like the person we were talking about, the person who made the video at the very start, his name that he goes by is Beeple, and I thought he was just a pretty good artist, and he just went into like Photoshop and doing all these things. No, his things are 3D images, and he creates videos out of them as well. So if you go to his YouTube channel, you can actually see these crazy videos.
So let me show you
insane.
So that you can get an idea. Okay. So this is Beeple's website. That's hang on. This is not the. I don't know if this is the correct one. I think it's Beeple. This is where the collection basically is. So Beeple every day. So this guy has been doing one art illustration every day for, I think it's been 13 years or something like that. So this is what they look like. It could be something like this guy here. It's called The Humans. See, day number 4,647. This was created on January 19th of 2020. And out of this image here, there may be, a few either editions. So it could be like one of 20, one of 1,000 or whatnot. And you can see here it has a token ID. So this is like the crypto token ID here that can be replicated basically. This is basically how he created it on an Illustrator app. And this is what it looks like when you buy it. So you get with this guy, the way it's so the reason why it's so special is because one, there's only a limited amount on the internet, on the blockchain. Two, he actually sends you a physical copy of this case. So for people who are just listening, it's a case displaying the digital artwork. So it'll move. It's like looped. It's like a Giphy or Jiffy.
Yes.
And it has there's a there's a QR code and a few other cool little things on it. So this here, you can actually go and look at it on the blockchain. It'll take you to the OpenSea, which is a website. I think is the largest website that I've found that hosts NFTs.
It's
And
one of them, yeah.
you can see here is that people created it. And then, you can see the whole history right here. Wow, it's going to be a long history.
Of what it's sold for,
So
who
it was
owns
created. It was created 3 months ago. It was uploaded 3 months ago. There was an offer for, I don't know how much DAI is.
I don't think it's that much. I think DAI is pretty low.
But basically, the blockchain that most people are using is Ethereum. It's the Ethereum cryptocurrency. So you have all of the offers, transfers. This guy bought it. This guy sold it. There was many offers. A lot of people, bought it, resold it, flipped it. Eventually, if you look at it, I mean, right now, this one doesn't really have I don't think this one has the actual price, but if I go over here to
DAI is worth $1. So that
DAI?
offer was $4.
Okay. So let me
Whoa. Hold up real quick. You're telling me I get that really cool hologram sent to me. If I bought that thing for $4, someone's going to ship that over to me.
No,
So
because I don't think he sold it. I think it was a
But
bid.
just theoretically, it was a bid. But if he accepted it,
the way that this guy works here, let me show you. Let me go back to the people. The way that this works, you'll get something like this. Let's see. Hang on a second. I think this is the wrong part of the website.
Unfortunately, I don't know exactly with what Marco was showing. I think whoever he originally sold it to is who that plaque is going to. So if say I bought it, he sent it to me. I'm not required to send it to the next person if I sell it.
oh fuck that then.
Okay. But they're not going to be willing to pay.
If I get that though, that'd be pretty awesome. I mean,
they may not be able to pay that
I'm
much money
intrigued.
for it. So this is what this artist in particular does. There's not a lot of people like him, but this is what you get if you basically, from what I understand, is that some of them are auctioned. So there's a lot of bidding that goes into this. Some of them are sold for $1, and then you get like lucky. You get picked at random. It's like a raffle. So he'll raffle them out. And then you'll eventually get something like these. These are the online virtual copies. But let me go to the Ethereum.
See, like that's what I'm talking about. Stuff like that, he puts a lot of work into those. And then the ones that are videos as well, man, they are great. Don't get me wrong, but it's not an everyman. Not everyone's going to be able to purchase those things. And I don't know if they're going to hold their value. Like, they're cool and all, but I don't think they're just going to be priced like that forever.
What is that? So open edition, white label, $969. I get all that.
You get this. And on that is that framed virtual copy displayed on a Jiffy loop, and then you get a physical token, you get a cleaning cloth, and you get a hair sample of the artist to prove authenticity. So you get a DNA copy of for future reference. Now
I
you
can
go.
fuck with that.
And it's funny because
Why?
his picture, like his profile picture, is just like the top of his head with some hair sticking up. But
Yeah.
I'm actually looking here on his profile, and it says that his total art value is worth $99 million, which is equivalent to almost 55,000 Ethereum. Whew.
Damn, I'm not gonna lie, guys. That was a lot to unpack. From an average consumer, I can see where these rarity items, like just knowing that the dude's balding, and I can buy a piece of his hair.
That's another rarity.
On top of that, I get a cool hologram
That's hilarious.
that nobody else gets.
He may want to buy his hair back. You never know, right?
Yo, dude. Okay, how much do you think Einstein's hair will go on the black market right now for? If I put Einstein's original hair on eBay, you're telling me no one's gonna fucking pay that? Or even better, have you guys heard about Napoleon, the dude from France? You can buy his foreskin. Did you know that?
What?
It was on eBay. Yeah, Napoleon was circumcised at an older age.
So
okay?
see,
and they actually saved it, and I think it sold for millions of dollars.
And I think that's why the prices are so high on all this stuff right now.
So check this out, okay? This is what it looks like on here. It's like a video. Some of these will move. You click on it. It gives you the packet. And then the original person, it was raffled and one person got picked. Or actually 271 people got picked. They paid $969 and they closed, right? Sold out. There's not going to be any more. When you go to the marketplace, you go and you find them at ridiculous amounts of money.
And they also cost differently based off of the version. So you can see that first one for 212,000. That's number 181 of 271. So number 1 of 271 is probably valued the most out of all of them.
Okay, this kind of turns me on. Like this part is where I get confused, right? So I go from having like a full chub down to like, okay, let's restrict the blood flow a little bit because I get the originality of it. I love the fact that if I pay $969 right now for this piece, which I don't know whether it's going to blow up, I get the dude's follicle hair, right? I get a really cool plaque that I can put on my desk that's hologrammed, and everybody has a phone, just QR code the shit out of it, and they can get that shit image on their phone too. Sweet deal to have at someone's desk. And then whatever little microfiber cloth with like a shiny object, like that's me. I can fuck with that. A lot of people can, right? Because it's originality. But then you look at these images. These are strictly images on a computer. This is like 1 out of 1,000. This is where I don't care. I don't care if I get 1,001 or 5 millionth version of it, because the image is the same and there's really no value to me when it's just an image. Throw me the plaque, throw me the hair, throw me the fucking microfiber cloth, the shiny thing. I can fuck with that all day.
It's the flex. It's the flex thing, just like with the Pokemon cards, how you send it into someone to rate your card, and you can get a rating from 5 to 10. You get the 10, your card's worth millions. You get the 6, your card is kind of just a couple $100.
I get that, but that's physical, right? And unless you're really one of those few that are within like a first 100 or 1,000 when it comes to Pokemon or whatever, go for it. But even then, bro, it's fucking Pokemon. It's Yu-Gi-Oh. It is what it is. You know what I mean? Like that's just me personally. Don't take it into offense, none of you guys. It's just my train of thought. I'm sure others think a lot like me.
Or take it into offense.
So, do you guys want to go back to another episode where we talk about how people are soft? Or should we not talk about that?
Oh man, we can talk about. This is a rabbit hole, dude. We're gonna go wherever this leads us to. By the way, I just want to give a shout out to niftygateway.com. This is where most of the like the art that I follow or the artists that I follow, that's where they display their art. So look, there was a guy who partnered up with Steve Aoki. They did an NFT drop. And this guy I think was going for like $2,500. Some people have, it's basically what the market is willing to pay. And so either you'll hold it, so like this person says make an offer. Some people are saying don't, not accepting offers, and then some people are just going crazy, listing it for $117,000.
Yep.
This is the wild west of digital art, man.
So, like,
So even if you look it up, I'm sure it's on there. Logan Paul did one where he became a Pokemon card, and he put it out when he opened the $2 million worth of boxes the other day, a couple weeks ago.
Now,
and so all these people are just raising money by doing it. So that's my question: is it's kind of like all these big names are in it, so there's more people looking at it. But when all these names go away, is this kind of gonna go away a little bit? At least the money. I personally think it's way too hyped up right now. It's like, imagine back when Pokemon cards first came out. If the prices of a first edition box were priced that they were now, would you have bought one back then? No. That's what I feel like with this stuff. This stuff is way overpriced. It's going to be corrected. And then I think a market will evolve out of that. So like, I feel like down the line, my son will eventually want some digital Pokemon card. Like maybe it's not Pokemon, maybe it's some new version of it. But I'm sure this will come to fruition. I just think this stuff is way overpriced right now.
So I want to go a little bit back to what, the skepticism that, Chris brought up. And for those editions, there's 271 editions. There is artwork on that platform and many other platforms where the artist only release one of one. So yeah, you can take a picture of it, you can screenshot it, and you can do whatever with it. You can put it on your Instagram, you can put it on your videos, it doesn't matter. But the person, if you dig into it, you say, well, who owns this piece of art? It's like the Mona Lisa, right? People go to the museums, take pictures and post them online, but they don't own the Mona Lisa. They don't have rights to the Mona Lisa. And if let's say that you want to move that Mona Lisa to a different museum, it's like, yeah, you can do that because you're the sole owner of it. Now, if you want to just dedicate a whole museum and just put the Mona Lisa there, you're more than welcome to it because you own it. And that's where this intrinsic value starts coming into play. So,
and it makes sense for history. So like we talked about a few podcasts ago about the Dead Sea Scrolls. Those things are decaying and will eventually just decay. There's nothing we can do about it. But if we took a virtual copy of it and authenticated it as the one and only authentic picture of the Dead Sea Scrolls, we can keep that kind of legacy going on. And that's kind of what it's getting at. It's just there's not enough, like,
I get what you're trying to say.
It doesn't make enough sense. Like I'll show you a picture right now. How much do you think this is worth?
My time.
Like, what would you pay for this NFT time right here?
The last 5 seconds of me staring at it.
Okay. What do you think the price is going for?
Are we talking millennials, Gen Z?
Let's say
we're talking about the entire market. Anyone who goes on this website can buy it.
Let's say that you have really, really deep pockets. I know you have deep pockets, but I'm saying, let's say you have really, really, really deep pockets, and money's not of an issue for you, and this is the only copy of this GIF that anybody can get, and your name is, Big Dick Baller Chris Ayala is going to have the name on there.
You're talking my language. Okay, if that's the case,
how much would you pay for this?
10 grand.
Okay.
Just because I can. More, not because I think it's worth 10 grand, but just because I'm unzip it and throw that dick out there.
What do you think this is priced for, Marco?
$200K.
What would you pay for it?
I wouldn't collect this art, but $200K.
Okay, to me, this is something that, like, maybe someone in high school who's taken art all 4 years could have done. Like, in my opinion, like I'm not saying it's terrible. I'm just saying I feel like anyone who is an artist.
How can you go from talking about Pokemon and I'm fucking insulting the artist here, bro?
Yeah,
Dude,
but there's a difference. There was a whole Pokemon game around it. There was the show that we liked, and it brought everything together. This doesn't really bring anything together. Like, sure, nostalgia. I'm assuming that's a Bulls team that was really good. I'm not a basketball fan.
The 96 Bulls.
That was the best.
Yeah,
the 96 Bulls with possibly the best team of the entire world at the time. That's Dennis. Okay. Bro, come on, man. Okay. I can see the value here.
Okay. But
if I was big dick and I was throwing out money and I didn't give a shit about,
let's say, what could you use that for to make any money off of? Or like, would you, let's say you had a TV that looked like it was like a picture frame on your wall. Would you put this somewhere in your house?
Oh, hell yeah. If I had that much money.
But let's say
it was moving around like
art.
That, fuck yeah.
If you could put any art up, would you get this?
Yes.
Probably.
I would never.
And the reason I say that is because I'm sure there's better versions. You're just showing this one to me. I don't have anything to compare it to. But would I get something like this? Probably.
I'll put it this way. Have you ever seen art better than this?
Fuck yeah.
That's my point. Greg, this thing is not valued correctly.
This one looks like somebody sniffed Sharpies and decided to draw something.
Okay, so I'm going to show you now that this.
So this is 2 of 3.
$123,000.
I don't fucking get this world no more. Dude. It doesn't make sense. We don't make this much fucking money. Nobody makes this much fucking money. It's like the top 1%.
Granted, it hasn't sold, but that's what the person thinks it's valued for.
Yeah, because he's in a senior year of high school.
There, right here, this one.
3 of 3.
3 of 3. Sold for $17,500. That's still mind-boggling.
I think this comes down to I'm gonna get real deep down the rabbit hole right now, guys. Like we're going really fucking deep.
Okay.
This NFT shit, and I'm not talking about when it comes to everything, but just like this specific example. Greg has a solid point. This is a 4-year high school student. Maybe 1 year community college. Saddleback.
Drop out.
Drop out.
Mark Zuckerberg.
That layered 7 different images on Photoshop and somehow got this shit going for him. Okay. Bored as fuck. There's probably high as shit too. I'm not gonna lie. Dude's from California. He's probably smoking crack. Some good shit. Maybe. I don't think he'd be a functioning crack addict, but this guy just created this shit, threw it out there, and literally just said, boom, this motherfucker's worth $277,000 because I said it is. That motherfucker's Gen Z. I'm telling you, dude, this generation.
But see, that's the other part, though, is what doesn't make sense is it can't be these 14, 18-year-old kids. Where are they getting the $177,000, the $17,500?
16 to 24 is their age range right now, and they're powerful motherfuckers, dude. They're probably bankrupting their mom and dad. They're bankrupting mom and dad. They sending GameStop to the moon.
No, GameStop is doing good.
By the way,
whatever the fuck they're doing, dude. They're twitching. They're on Twitch and streaming shit.
No, I can understand that, but it's not the majority of people. Like it's not. It's not enough for the majority of people to blow up like that.
Not the majority of people are buying this shit.
It doesn't matter, dude. It sells once.
It sells once. You're right.
One of those bowls that we were just looking at was selling for $1.2 million.
Right. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to discredit what's actually being sold and who's actually buying it. But what I'm trying to say is this has to be such a small and marginal percentage of the population that's actually doing it.
Yeah.
That it just is. I mean, I can see someone paying $100, $200, $300 because mommy gave them some money and they want to buy something cool and have it on their laptop. Cool. Go for it. Right. We spend that shit all the time. But like the ones that are astronomical, I'm sorry, dude, but it ain't the Donald Trumps of the world. It ain't the Mark Zuckerbergs. It ain't these motherfuckers aren't buying that shit. CEOs aren't buying this shit. You know what I mean?
They are. I've seen them.
And if they are, it's the YouTube streamers, right?
Yeah,
They're the ones that are buying.
I know
Right.
Logan Paul has bought some. Gary V's bought some.
Logan motherfucking Paul, bro.
Mark Cuban's bought some. I think he sold some too. Who else? What's his name? I can't remember his name, but he does.
If Elon does it, I believe in it.
Oh, just wait till he comes
Who
out
knows?
with his freaking Dogecoin.
But there are some stuff on there that's not priced too terribly that I could understand.
That's not what I'm
why
talking
people
about.
would like it. Like here, let me show you this here. So there's like these little cards that are like sports cards. It's kind of cool. Like I dig it. I still think someone who is semi into art could still do that. But it's only 0.074 ETH. It's okay. So this is card 9 of 10, and it's $132. That's a little bit more reasonable, but I would never spend $132 on that either.
Right.
I probably would. I'd buy some dumb shit.
So let me tell you another instance, okay? So we were just talking about Beeple. That guy is a massive legend. Shout out if you ever listen to this podcast, and come on to the freaking Thought Process podcast, people. So just recently, Banksy. Everybody knows who Banksy is, the graffiti artist. This is what they did, okay? This is what he did. Check this out. Let me show you the.
It wasn't him, was it?
I don't know how he operates, but basically the story is Banksy art burned, destroyed, and sold as token in money-making stunt. So this artwork here,
it was his
created.
Art. It wasn't him.
Yeah, this artwork was created back in 2006. It was called something like morons or something, because it's basically the art just said, "I can't believe you morons are buying this," right? So this was the only copy to exist. Okay, so the holding company who has this art piece converted it to an NFT, and then they went on live, and they burnt it live. This is the only copy. So now the only copy in the world is on NFT. There's no other way to get it.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I understand that, but to do something like that is ridiculous. Like, burn the physical copy just so there's only a digital one. But now, because he burned it and you have that art can essentially kind of live on in a sense. So like, let's say there's a terrible fire, like someone owned a really good piece of art. They had taken a really good photo of it and their house burnt down and the art went, it was an accident and the art's gone.
Oh my God. Insurance.
Yeah. It's kind of that way. So
crazy. Dude, this art piece was sold for $380,000 on the first time it was sold. So just imagine. I mean, it is Banksy. That's a, it's going to be a historical figure in the future.
Yeah.
So just, I don't know, dude. Where does this take us? This is just going to force everything back into the matrix. I'm telling you.
People are going to lose money. It's not going away. Definitely the concept of NFT is going to be around. There's NFT Games. I don't know if you looked into that at all, but that I actually am very excited for.
All right.
Imagine this.
Elaborate.
Chris, did you ever play World of Warcraft?
No.
Did you ever play Diablo?
No, man. Let me tell you something about Chris, okay? Let me tell you something about Chris. Chris wasn't playing no games. The only game he was playing was life. He was playing the player-hating game, bro. He was out there chasing, looking for that bootang. Look at him.
Reach. So I'm having flashbacks, dude.
How can I explain this then?
While playing World of Warcraft, okay, what was that? 2006, 5, 7, around that time.
It's been around for too long.
When it came out, and it was what? It had to be 2005.
I want to say I think it's 2003.
Okay, between 2003 to present, my life has not revolved around video games.
2004.
It's been women. So at the time, I was chasing tail and trying to make a name of myself and stamp my name in junior high and high school.
I was also chasing tail, the Torin tail. But all right, so
I might not be the best to understand that, but I can follow.
The whole thing behind it would be an easy way to explain it to you. But let's say there's a game that you played and there's some random drop in the game that only a few people ever get. Very hard to get. If someone gets it, they usually sell it for the in-game currency for the highest price they possibly can. Almost no one ever gets this item. You can use the NFT concept to essentially trade it for real money. And there's nothing you can do about it. And people could essentially be making livings inside of video games by sending these items from game to game. So
can I interrupt real quick?
Yeah.
So I understand this, surprisingly enough. I get this. This is actually a hot market. The concept probably came out a long time ago. But when it came into fruition for me, we're kind of ticked, and I'm like, holy fuck, like this is actually something that people can make money out of. I don't think it was a documentary, it was a movie.
Yes.
Wreck-It Ralph 2.
No, that's not what I was thinking.
So in Wreck-It Ralph 2, right? You got Wreck-It Ralph and that little candy princess. And it's like, it was Wreck-It Ralph 2 breaking the internet, right? So the story behind it is they needed to buy this part for their physical game. Okay, this chick, her video game that she lived in was going to go away because there was a broken steering wheel and she was a race car game. Well, you can't get that steering wheel anywhere because the game is like outdated. So they go onto the internet, right, through the Ethernet cord, and they find this shady individual who's like, hey, you need to make money because they need to go to eBay to buy this part, right? So think of it in like a virtual reality thing. And they're like, oh yeah, we need $800 to buy the steering wheel for like my game to ship it over to my place, but we don't have cash because we're cartoons and we're like animated. I'm like, okay, cool. So you go down to like this really sketchy area of the internet, right? Like where P-Hub's at and all those stuff. And they go down there like, look, you can make real money by getting these things that are really hard to get in video games, right? So they'll bring out like a fucking sword from like this sword wheeling video game, and there's like this car racing game where you like, if you get this car, someone will actually pay you $1,000 to win this car for them and give it to them. That's what you're talking about, bro.
Yes, but also it's like that one movie that came out a long time ago. I can't think of the name and I can't find it. Where they're in the future. The guy lives in like a house that's like 20 stories high. And everyone puts their headset on.
Total Recall.
Not Total Recall. No. They live in like a VR world.
Oh, Ready Player One.
Ready Player One. There you go.
Yes, Ready Player One. It's gonna be just like that in the video games place.
I kind of like Wreck-It Ralph 2 better, but
well, I mean, we're not gonna actually be able to go through this wire, so you're gonna have to put this headset on. But then it's like when you go in there, not everyone's the same. There are a lot of people who are similar. And then you have these like, there was a Gundam wing in it. There was one Gundam wing. That's like the rare NFT art, essentially.
I think that the point that Chris was trying to make was that's where he started to see that as an example of how people make money by playing video games, where there's, you eventually you can bring that piece of whatever item it is can actually give you an actual return, in the real life.
Yeah. So the way I look at it, because I'm not a gamer, bro, so it's hard for me to really think about this and like transpond it and be like, okay, this is what's going to happen. I got a bunch of cousins that play video games. That's all. That's like, they're really good at it. They're 19, 20, 21, 25, whatever. You know, I'm creeping up on 30, homie. Like, I don't got the reflexes like I used to. My thumb cramps up every time I try to go left, you know? It's just not what it used to be. So when I go to video games and I play with them, I get fucking demolished. So what I do instead? Fuck that. Yeah, you guys play for your level ups. But guess what? I got cash money. You know, so I'm gonna buy my level ups. I want that gold scar with my name on it, G Loke. You know what I mean? So people think that I'm good. I'd be that motherfucker that pays for that shit. So I can get it. I fuck with you, Greg. I get
it. So you're still in the game. You're not playing the game. You're just buying your way up.
I wouldn't put it like that, Marco. I still play the
balling.
Fucking game.
You're just balling in the chat.
That's I suck at it, but I look good doing it. You know, I scare these fucking, what do they call them, noobs? I scare these noobs, dude, because I look like I'm decked the fuck out, dude. I got gold shit on my gun, gold shit on my helmet, gold shit on my shoes. They see me, and that's a deterrent altogether. It's like a fucking camera outside your home. You know what I mean? Does it work? No one fucking knows. But guess what? Just because you see it, it's a deterrent. You see my shit, you might think twice. Oh, I'm gonna fucking creep up on this motherfucker and blast him. No, because guess what, bitch?
We're talking, you know what I mean? COD right here. Yeah. YOLO 360 no scope for 20.
So I want to show you one of the things for the gaming side of NFT.
Oh wow. I was actually just about to show you.
Oh, you're putting
No, go ahead.
Oh, you're on OpenSea. Hold on. This is called Nginx. So there's a game called like Lost Relics. And these are items within the game. And they NFT'd them, so these specific people are selling them for a currency that Nginx has. So like there's 2 of these on sale. This necklace, 8 Aegis of Iridris. 2 of them on sale, starting from 100 ENJ, which is $202. So now these currencies within the game are valued within the dollar. So you could be going in the game and doing all these things and coming out with money at the end of the day. Granted, this concept's been around forever. They call them gold farmers or the Chinese farmers.
What?
Yeah.
Whoa. We went dark.
That's what it was called. Because majority of the people within the video game scene who were out there like farming gold and selling it on their own personal websites, which is a bannable offense within video games, were making money from this in-game gold from people like Chris, who were like, I'm going to go out and make money.
Whoa, don't throw my name in here. I didn't do that.
I can make 6 times the amount of money that they're charging for to do it for me. So I might as well go to work and not sit there and have to do this grind. So now they're just kind of giving the power to everyone else. Like, come on, go ahead and do it. Drive the community, drive the marketplace, add items in, expand the universe.
Damn, Greg, I was about to ban you from our platform here.
I'm gonna need an apology letter from you a little bit later.
What's up, Squiddy? Squiddy has a question, or rather a comment, says, doesn't that diminish it? What do you guys think?
I
like the
I don't know.
I'm talking about
I don't think so.
The essence of the game of like doing that. Doesn't it diminish the value of it, or I understand, Squiddy. I need you to elaborate a little bit more for me.
I don't. If the question was based off of what we're just talking about now with like selling the items, is I think they've made it less diminishing in a sense, because if you're in the game and then you're going to sell the item, the value of the in-game currency is equivalent to the value of selling it in real life. So everyone is able to transfer this currency around.
Let me. Can I comment to Squiddy on this one?
Yes.
Hey, Squiddy, you don't play my game. You're not me. Okay. You might be really good at this, and for that, good for you, buddy. Or Badal. But I'm not. So it doesn't diminish it. If anything, it enhances it, right? Because with these levels come these perks. And I don't want to wait. You know what I mean? Does it diminish me as an individual? Probably, but I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? Does that make sense, guys?
Yeah, because you
Think I
come into
should
the
just
game and you
get-
still get owned.
All right. Well, guess what, Squiddy? I want you to put your Twitch on there so I can live stream your ass. Okay, so I can see you and see what you do. Okay, and then we'll level this out, dude.
Don't you know that stream
Throw in
sniping
your
is
user
against terms of service, Chris?
My bad. That's not what I meant. Chinese phone.
So check this out. I wanted to show you. I thought this was what you were going to show, Greg. So on OpenSea, you can go and get virtual worlds, which are like little virtual worlds that are going for $2,500. You're paying for this 200.
So imagine this. Imagine a video game company has an idea, but someone else built the majority of the video game already for you. So you go in there, you spend $25,000 on that land, so you don't have to pay someone to develop it. Now you're a little bit ahead, and it may have saved you some costs, but now, like, you're a step ahead. That's how I kind of see some of this stuff, where it could be good on the business end.
Bro,
But
dude, this is more expensive than California real estate. Like, how am I going to be able to move into the Matrix? We're not going to be able to move in.
oh, that's for Decentraland, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the game I was playing. You can just sign up and you can enter the world and run around, and you can customize your land. I saw there's a museum in there that you can walk up to, put your art up, and as you walk into the room, it posts up like a bio about yourself. You can put up a picture and like link your Instagram and your wallet or whatever. It's kind of like a marketing move almost. And if you get it in now, if it gets popular, then you're that step ahead of everyone else. And that's where this is. It's a huge gamble, and I don't feel like it's going to pay off right now.
Dude, I mean, look at this. $800 for apartments. Like, does it come with tenants? Or is there like a maintenance cost? Is there an ROI? Like,
There might be. You might be able to rent out the rooms.
Dude, it's like
dude,
real
this is
estate,
crazy.
bro. I'm thinking about it kind of like what the game or the movie we're talking about, Ready Player One.
Yeah.
Put on this headset, and all of a sudden you're in this world, right? You could be a he, you could be a she, you could be an it, you could be a thing. And then like you're walking down the street and be like, oh yeah, that's my place right there. You want to go hang out? You want to go virtually smash? You know what I mean? That's what it is. $800 now is gonna be worth $25,000 when the video game comes out.
That's what I feel like this is kind of pushing us into. Like, VR's here. It's just not that crazy yet, I don't think.
Greg, what does
And
this
all
mean?
this stuff is pushing us into a realm.
How much?
What is that currency?
I don't know.
Oh, hover your mouse over. I think it was popping up.
Where, right here? Eland?
Eland.
What is that?
It's. Let me see. It's probably equivalent to $1, so it's probably 113,000.
$113,000 for this?
I'm assuming. Let me see. Oh no, Eland. Every one is worth 2 cents. So
I don't know how. Do the math here. How much is this Goldston Palace? Etherland. Etherland.
$2,260.
How much?
$2,260.
And it's going up by the second?
Yeah.
What?
Yo, can I just bring something up that kind of crossed my mind? And I swear I'm super sober.
Yes.
All right. You know how we're talking about real estate virtually right now? What if we, just like Marco said, we're in the Matrix? developing another Matrix.
Or what if we're in the Matrix, but we're developing our home and thinking that we're not going home?
See, that's where you're fucking me up, bro, because I'm talking about red pill, blue pill, and you're coming over with green pill. Okay, but think about it. Like, you know, you look out the telescope right now, you can see the moon, right? You can see other planets and shit. You know what I mean? You know you're in this galaxy, the Milky Way galaxy, and you know there's other galaxies around us, and you keep on zooming out. Like if you're like you're like visualizing how small you are, then there's a world, and then there's like the moon and like the galaxy, whatever. You keep on going out, and there's hundreds and thousands of galaxies, right? But we can't see beyond that. That's what we're doing, dude.
Well,
like think about it. We're creating these little real estate properties that are going for hundreds and thousands of dollars when there's so much space. We don't need it. Man, I'm like, I gotta rethink about my life values right now.
If we're planning to be going to Mars, how long does it take to get to Mars? Like 4 months?
6 months.
6 months?
Uh-huh.
Imagine we get to Mars. A few hundred years later, we're gonna be going to freaking Pluto. So we're gonna need something to do, right?
Yeah.
Yo, Squiddy, you better pull up, bro. You're talking a lot of shit. You better throw me your handle, bro.
Flat Earth, dude. I remember when I thought the world was round.
So guys, so so what do you think? Is Elon Musk fucking up by trying to send us to Mars when we should just get downloaded or rather uploaded to the Matrix, or what?
Look, check it out. The way I think about this, and I hope we don't get banned, you know what I mean? Because the Illuminati's out looking for shit. You know, if the reality gets leaked out, they will shut you down real quick.
Yeah, I'm gonna mute you really quick, but say
it. yo, Elon Musk is potentially our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ.
Or the Antichrist.
Why do you have to go there, Greg? Why do you have to fucking go there, all right? I'm thinking about the glass half full, okay? This guy's a motherfucking alien from another planet. The shit that pops out of his mind is almost unfathomable for the majority of the population. You guys saw his Joe Rogan's podcast. Dude's weird, but I like it. Know what I mean? He's sending us to Mars for a reason, okay? He will save humanity.
Why didn't he just call the starship? But why didn't he just call the starship, Noah's Ark?
Do you know why he called it
Elon's Ark?
Do you know why he called them the Falcons?
Starship?
Because he likes the team?
No, he called them Falcon 1, Falcon 2. Do you know why he did that?
Falcons are cool. I don't know. Because
of the Millennial Falcon from Star Wars. He was doing a tribute to that.
All right, dude. I'm buying some Tesla stock right now, dude.
I'm reading his book. I'm reading the book by Ashley Vance on Elon Musk right now. And it's very interesting. It's a very well written book. My vocabulary is very small. There's no big words in this book, so I don't have to go back and read to understand what the heck is going on. But there's so much good information in there you didn't even know about him. He was a video game nerd. He went to I think he was in what's that game called? I want to say it was Quake. He was second in Worlds because one of his teammates' computer shut down, or they would have won. He was very much a video game nerd.
Do you want to know an interesting fact about Elon Musk?
Huh?
You can't pull up his birth certificate. Look up for his birth certificate. He will never release it.
Here we go. All right, here we go.
He does not have a birth certificate, and there's no images of him before the age of 10.
And because he was in Africa, bro. Give him a break.
No.
Yeah. And guess what? And guess what? Guess what? Obama, same thing.
But do you know about his childhood?
It's all crafted. It's fake.
Maybe. But he flew around in a plane and just they landed and lived on some land. Like,
Great, we can share this, right? Oh wait, this is.
I'm pretty sure they didn't have cameras hanging around.
This is the babies. Hang on.
Look, if there's images of the Civil War, but there's no images of Elon Musk and he's 42 years old.
Hey, all I'm saying is I did find an NFT about Elon Musk, and it was I want to see if I can find it again. It was like in the version of a Pokemon card, but it was him as Rafiki holding up Doge as Simba.
It's kind of dope.
It was really, really good.
Bro,
I'd screenshot it.
Did you even look on Google? Look, he's right there.
Okay, you're not supposed to call me out on my shit, Marco.
Look at him.
Hey, no, all I'm saying is
Photoshop.
he is alien. Look at that
Photoshop.
picture. Look at that picture of him in the PayPal picture.
Doesn't even look like him.
And look at his hair.
Hairline's different.
His
The
hunchback,
chin lines, the jaw.
and
This
then
one?
look at him now. Yeah,
That one's
now
real.
look at this one
Look
right
at his
here.
hair.
It's like nowhere the same.
Photoshop.
Look at him. Honestly, I can't tell if that's him or not. That's Elon, right?
Again, he's over the age of 10.
Oh, you said earlier.
Mhm.
Ugh.
Right, you're right. Right here, dude. This one?
Yeah, that doesn't
Yeah, I
look
don't
like
know.
him. Which one? They all look the same.
Wait, why do they
What are
look
you trying
the
to-
same?
What are you trying to say?
Huh? What?
What are you trying to say?
Chinese farming. Chinese farming.
Bro,
I'm
this
gonna
is-
show.
This NFT is gonna be worth billions of dollars.
Dude, I bet you if someone put it up, it would be. I'm gonna show you the one I was talking about now.
All right, good, good.
I can't find the Pokemon card version, but it's this one. But it's so good, dude. That one's
Doge,
current price is $364.
Doge. How many
And
editions? How many
it's-
editions for that?
it was listed, transferred, set, it's sold. Oh my goodness. Marijuana edition is what it's called.
No, but is it just one of one, one of five, one of
I-
10?
Don't see that, and I don't know exactly how to look for it. I'm assuming it's one.
See, the thing about this, okay, about NFTs, this just came to my mind. If we were to get hit by an asteroid tomorrow and it wipes out the whole network that we've built on the internet, everything's gone. Even if we were to have, like you said earlier, Greg, if we were to create an NFT token for the Dead Sea Scrolls or for historical papers, if the internet is wiped out, that's it.
No,
We're not gonna. How are we gonna recover it?
because you would just recreate the internet.
Okay, can you recreate the internet on your own?
I can't know, but there's people who know how to do it.
But how many can?
I don't know how to work a TV, but I press the power button and it turns on. When it breaks, I go buy a new one.
Yeah. Okay. But you know what I'm
Boy,
saying.
speaking some facts.
Oh, this was the best one from Squiddy, dude. Conspirafool. Dude, I'm gonna
Yo,
make a
Squiddy.
t-shirt. I'm gonna make a
Squiddy.
t-shirt for you.
Again, you ain't dropping your handle, huh, buddy? For a reason.
Conspirafool.
He's probably fucking Gen X, man. Born after 95 or some shit.
It's
Bro,
probably XXX_Squiddy 69420 XXX.
He's
Probably.
probably a boomer.
Yeah, he's definitely he's probably a boomer.
Yeah, you know what, dude?
So-
I have not been able to find any pictures of Elon Musk from I don't know, maybe they didn't have cameras. I mean, like my mom, she never really took pictures of the kids from like when we were babies. I have pictures from when I was like 3 or 4, but that's
Of
it.
course you do. Any normal person would.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. So where did you hear this, or you went down this rabbit hole, or what?
You know, that's probably a discussion for another time, to be honest with you.
So I want to go back to the art, and I want to compare two people's arts and kind of be like, all right, this person and this person are decent, but like, are they really worth what they look like? So like here, this is Beeple's art.
Okay.
So this one Or let's just go with this one, Crossroad. It's a picture. Here, let me click it. It'll go big. It's a picture of Donald Trump, butt naked, laying on grass. Yeah, there's a video. I'm pretty sure I can play it. I don't have the sound. It's just like birds chirping, kind of like what you would hear.
That represents a
walk.
tweet.
And there's people walking through, and there's words on them. I think that takes skill to make, but does it take $6.6 million to make?
I would buy that for $69.
It's like this.
Look at the other one.
This is ridiculously well done. A little creepy, but
Mark of the Beast.
But like that's a very well done piece of art. This person knows what they're doing. I'm sure he probably would get hired to do things that would make him a lot of money.
Oh, Greg, that's Beeple.
Yeah, it is. That's what I said. Okay, so now let's compare that to this guy who's selling this picture.
That's up freaking Chris's alley right here.
Why is this not loading? Have you found that sometimes the sites don't load very quick?
Yeah, because all the high schoolers are like just swarming it, overloading the system.
Swarming it? You see. So you can see the picture here, the Batman one here on the left. Like, it's cool and all.
It's Christian Bale Batman. It's all right. It's whatever.
But it's not $500,000 cool.
Yeah.
So like, these are definitely very well done. I'm not saying
Bitcoin
the artist,
Angel. Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
I've seen that one.
So I'm not saying the artist sucks or anything. Like he's definitely a very good artist.
Well, Greg, go back to the other one, Two Peoples. I want to show you something. So go back to the previous one. So the 500 days, that one, click it.
5,000.
That one is $69 million. Go down. Scroll down.
Yeah.
$69 million. It went for auction. So do you think who do you think that is? You think that's Bezos?
It's
who has deep pockets like that?
It's 14 years of art.
Can you
goodness.
Can you like focus in a little bit?
I can just kind of
look at that. Look at that.
There's not they're not going to be really able to see it. Is this Pikachu right here in a girl's body? So that's all I'm saying is it's not there yet. I think it's way too priced. I think whoever owns this in 5 years from now is definitely losing money.
You know what I think that every day's that 69 million? I think that's like tax break. That's the tax. They're using that for taxes.
That's actually low key what I was gonna say. That has a lot to do with rich people. People that don't give a fuck about money, that need write-offs.
This is my favorite NFT art that I've seen yet. Is this guy right here? I really like this style.
Okay, those are almost like. Is that just artwork or is there like a video? Oh, it's a video.
There's a video. So like,
yeah, that's pretty cool.
There's some like kind of techno-ish music.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if you know who like Dr. Disrespect is.
Nope.
He streams on YouTube video games. He's super funny personality.
Oh, look, that Dead Ramen, that's with Dead Mouse. They probably put some Dead Mouse music on there. That's pretty cool.
So, like, it's very well done. Actually, it probably is. There's actually a mouse right here pumping. So, like, there's animation to it. It's not just a picture, which is cool.
Yeah.
But these are probably some of my favorite. That's priced maybe pretty decently. Right? 14,000?
I mean, I don't know. It's you know what? It's
like, I can understand.
Whatever people are willing to pay. Like, I'm fine with that. If people are willing to pay 1 cent for this, cool. If they're willing to pay $15K for this little jiffy thing. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know.
But I mean, come on, like these are a little bit more. I could understand some art head into 5,000, 6,000, 8,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000. Like I could understand that. This is some work.
Oh man, look at that one on the right, the bottom one. Did
This
you
one?
ever really love me? Oh man, that's all the
that's
feels
really
right
good.
there.
That's
That's
really deep. That
all the
one kind of
feels
got
right
me.
there. That's
That one got me.
all the good feels right there. Oh, it even gives you a receipt. Look at that. That's
Oh,
pretty
coming
baller.
out there. Yeah. So that's where I understand. It's just too much. I'm not gonna buy one. I don't think I'd even buy anything that's super cheap right now. I'm sure I could go in, find something reasonable that I might be like, okay, I'm gonna spend $20 on this, and maybe it'll jump up because it's an original piece in 60 years from now. But I think this is something I'm gonna pass on. I think the technology behind NFT is solid and will be used consistently, and I think it's going to be an everyday kind of concept.
It's in its infancy, and right now it's trying to figure out its place in this world. I think you're right. I think this is definitely gonna come to fruition in the future, just not in all markets.
Man, do you think that we're going to be able to see this type of art in a VR sense? I think that's what I'm
Absolutely.
aiming for. That's what I'm aiming for.
Where like we could walk up, like that image of Trump, and we could walk up to it and touch it,
Yeah.
or be one of those people who are walking by it.
Do you think that would be in our lifetime?
I mean, right now we already have VR rooms, we have VR games, we have VR chats, right, Greg?
Yeah, I think it will be in our lifetime, but I think we're going to be so old that we don't care. Just like how our parents don't care about the things we cared about. So
that makes sense.
I definitely think that.
Huh. So where
I gotta get on that train. I gotta get on that train. How about you, Marco? You gonna get into the whole VR set?
You know what? I think that it's, if you can't beat them, join them. You know, right now there's no Coachella, there's no raves, there's no comedy, there's no nothing. There's no concerts, maybe just in Texas or Florida, but outside of that, there's everything is still shut down. So, what is the best way to get out? It's on the internet. People are gaming. That's
good,
the
man.
internet.
You just hit.
How do you get out?
Of NFT
By getting in.
By getting in.
Imagine this, right?
Get out by getting in.
We talked about Ready Player One, right?
Yeah.
So you can go into the VR headset and be whatever you want. You can be a girl if you want. If you're a guy, you can be a dog. You can be a donkey, whatever. But imagine NFT takes it another step to where, yeah, you can be whatever you want. But if you NFT yourself, you can actually come in and be like, hey, this is who I actually am in real life. Look at me. You know what I mean? So like if you're not into this whole like you're in VR and you're not into doing something with something that's not real. Like say someone's walking around as a pole and you want to know who they really are in real life, they can activate their NFT real self and show who they are.
So let's go a little further. So if Neuralink is gonna work, and it's bound to work, Elon Musk is working on it.
I'm out.
Can you kind of help me out on that? What do you mean Neuralink?
Oh my God, you don't know what Neuralink is? Well, we're going down another rabbit hole here.
No, I think so. I just want you to clarify.
So Neuralink is a implant. It's a digital. Well, it's a chip that is implanted in your brain, right? And initially, the purpose of creating this is to help understand brain function. You're going to be able to interface with the brain on a digital level. You're going to be able to troubleshoot your brain. There's going to be a lot of different things that they promise that they're going to be fixing, like brain, like neurological problems, like I don't know, like dementia and Alzheimer's and stuff like that, because those diseases are basically the lack of brain function, right? So you start developing that from a lack of brain function. And so what this Neuralink is going to do is going to be able to stimulate your brain so that you create more neurological pathways, and you fix them. And you're basically hacking the brain, and you're fixing all the, obscurities that can happen through like accidents. Let's say that you're whatever, for whatever reason you were paralyzed. They're thinking that they may be able to fix this through this chip. I also heard that people who can't see, who are blind, are going to be able to see through the use of this chip. So we'll see.
Yeah.
So, but
thank you for that. For those people that didn't know, I think that was a good explanation, because I knew
now,
they didn't.
Where it leads is this kind of how we're going to be able to upload our consciousness, us, into the matrix. And like what Greg was saying, it's like once you get into the matrix, if you don't have the NFT token to your own body, how are you going to reclaim that body in the virtual world?
Dude, this is just like that one movie on Netflix where they have the stacks in their spine. Alter Carbine.
Oh, dude, on that note,
they send their consciousness into storage.
You guys watch Black Mirror?
Oh, of course, man.
You've never,
Greg, you've never watched Black Mirror?
I don't think so.
Oh, dude, you're not gonna sleep tonight.
Okay,
I'm telling you.
But yeah, no, you got to watch Black Mirror. Okay, Marco, the one that you've seen them all.
Yeah.
Have you? Do you recall the one where there was kind of like a Neuralink type of implant in the mind or behind the ear, and you can actually use your pupils to like search the web, look through old photos, look through videos, memories, so on and so forth.
That's
and like,
exactly what it's based from.
Yeah. So like the dude was banging his chick, but they're both on their Neuralinks and they're not even looking at each other. Right. They're looking at other stuff. She was thinking about a time with another man, and he was looking up when she was like fine as wine. Like, oh,
dude.
Sorry, I just want to throw that shit out.
No, that's
if you guys haven't seen that yet. It's a good.
There's also the Arnold Schwarzenegger movie back in the 90s. Was it Total Recall that did that, or was it Demolition Man, or which one was it? But it was like they basically plugged in and there was a scene when he meets this girl, and they're gonna have sex, and the way that they did it was by going into the Matrix. And
it was Demolition Man.
Demolition Man, right?
Yeah, when Taco Bell was the last restaurant.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Exactly.
Yep.
Speaking about Taco Bell did an NFT and they're all sold out.
Show us, Greg. Let me see.
Yeah, I'll find it again right now. But yeah, I saw it on the news. I was like, no way. And then, sure enough, it was on the first page of Rareable. Here, I'll show you right now. These are their NFTs.
It was Sylvester Stallone. It wasn't.
Sylvester Stallone.
It was.
Damn. Demolition.
He came back from.
So right here, dude. 1 of 5. Highest bid is a half of Ethereum.
That's 800. Wait, what?
You can straight buy it for 10 ETH, I believe.
That's 20K.
Yeah. For this.
Taco Bell as a company released that?
Yes, as a company.
They're smart. Dude. They're smart.
These are all Taco Bells.
Are they?
They're smart if they make money.
Well,
yeah.
One, we're talking about them. Two, all our listeners are listening about them. So yeah.
Chris, you have to diversify your portfolio.
No, dude, I'm not saying that this is the idea of it. although I think is ambiguous. I still think it's slightly dumb, but whatever. It's going to go forward. But why the fuck would you put that, dude? We all know the most successful advertisement Taco Bell has ever had was a Chihuahua.
Quiero Taco Bell.
Did you
Exactly.
know about the Chihuahua? My neighbor's mom worked for the corporate office, and she let me in on a secret about the Chihuahuas.
So is it a secret, or are you gonna get in trouble for this, or what?
Oh no, I won't get in trouble. There were actually 2 Chihuahuas, and you would never notice. There was one Chihuahua that was actually a male, and one was a female. And one was specifically there for the motionless scenes where they would move their mouth, and the other one was there for like movement scenes. And you never even knew it.
Bro, it just never crossed my mind. Like I never cared. I just never cared.
Hey, Taco Bell is not overrated, Squiddy. I think Taco Bell is better than Del Taco if we're talking beans and cheese.
He's not talking about Taco Bell. He's talking about King Taco in LA. This guy,
I don't know.
No one cares about King Taco.
King Taco. Whoa. Okay.
Wait.
We better change the fucking subject before I hop off this podcast real quick.
Dude, I'm gonna ban both of you guys.
Shit. Let's get Squiddy. Squiddy's just starting shit at this point. He still hasn't put his handle.
So,
Yeah,
dude,
just talk all this shit.
Taco Bell's got it going on, dude. They have like Mountain Dew. It's the gamers package,
Yeah.
right?
So how do you feel about Baja Blast? Seems like it's like everyone loves it now, and I never really liked it.
Chris, you want to answer that? I actually have to go pee really quick. I'll be right back.
Oh,
Have fun. Drain the main vein.
most people haven't even had it.
I actually haven't had it. I hardly go to Taco Bell Taco Bell. Let's throw it out there too. I think the Squiddy Man guy, because he thinks he knows what he's talking about. What do you think about that Baja Blast? While you talk about that, Gregory,
Yes.
how do you not know what King Taco is, bro?
I don't know.
You've
why I
never
would
heard of
know.
it? Okay, so
don't think
King
so.
Taco originated in the late 60s, early 70s in East LA. Okay. They grew from a taco stand to a taco truck to now about 30 something locations in LA. Their tacos themselves are street style tacos. Carne asada is probably the best, and they have an amazing red chili, man. It's like it hasn't gone fully corporate, and they're not franchised, so it's still kind of like LA's little niche. The closest one to you would probably be in not
I'm
Whittier.
looking it up right now.
Yeah, look it up, dude. I think this guy's
Flower.
just trolling. It's just trolling. For most Hispanics growing up in Southern California, King Taco was kind of like up there, man.
Yeah, the closest one is like Bellflower or Long Beach.
Yeah, Long Beach, I was gonna say, is probably the closest one. You got to try it out. I have a deep feeling this guy's from San Francisco. He's starting a lot of shit, man. Only San Franciscoans kind of speak like that. You know what I mean? Big game, little balls, Squid.
So, do you know what a white paper is, Chris?
No, man. Enlighten me.
So,
Wait, it's not racist, is it?
no. So,
Okay.
because I guess a lot of businesses do it. So, Marco, do you know what a white paper is?
No, but I almost didn't hop on back on this stream, dude. I
You
came
just
back
wanted
at the
to hear.
wrong time. No, so
You did.
what's the white paper?
So, white papers are, let me read a formal description. White papers are often written as sales and marketing documents to entice or persuade potential customers to learn more about or purchase a particular product, service, technology, or methodology. They are designed to be used as a marketing tool before a sale and not as a user manual or other technical document developed to provide support to the user making a purchase. So it's not necessarily a way of advertising products saying, oh, this is the best product. It's kind of more or less breaking it down, showing why it's the best product. So it's a little bit different. And I guess most companies and most like cryptocurrencies use white papers to explain what their concept is and where they're going with it, and when they do updates and things like that. So I'd never heard about it, and I started seeing it everywhere within the crypto space because NFTs are directly tied to cryptocurrencies.
Yeah.
So it's something to look at if you ever see it. Start reading white papers, and you might be able to get a better concept of what's going on within wherever you're looking. So every single one of those NFT marketplaces, they all have white papers, and you can go check them out and read them. I recommend people do that.
It's pretty smart. Get to know what you're getting into.
So so the white papers are just an explanation or summary of what's being sold?
Yeah. So here's another kind of description that takes a little bit further. Many white papers are designed for business to business marketing purposes, much as between a manufacturer and a wholesaler, or between a wholesaler and a retailer. The white paper is used to inform and persuade the other company that a certain offering, such as a product or technology, is superior for solving a particular business problem or addressing a certain challenge. So it's like how they say that Bitcoin is digital gold.
Mm-hmm.
They would explain as to why Bitcoin would be digital gold, what its capabilities are, why it was created, and what they're developing it to be.
So that people can understand where the value is derived from, and if they're looking into buying a Bitcoin, they know exactly what they're getting into.
Yeah, essentially, yeah.
So
it's kind of almost like a user manual.
So you said that most of the platforms have these these papers, or what?
Yeah, you can find it.
So any final thoughts on what you guys think about this NFT? Is this like hype? Where is it gonna go? Back to the point, what's the deal with them? What should people look out for? Do you think that this is going to be the future, or we're just at the tip of the iceberg?
I'll let you go first, Chris.
Thank you, Gregory. As I kind of wrap this up and kind of try to wrap my mind around it all, I think NFTs have a place in this world. I think it's trying to still figure its way out. I think it is the future, and on a very small aspect of things. I'm very interested to see where it kind of goes, to be honest with you. I don't have a whole lot of exposure to it, and I can guarantee you I'm going to start looking into it as time progresses. But, interesting stuff, man. Interesting stuff. I wish I had more to add value to it, but I think we all need to read up on a little bit more. We all need to see more of the exposure. I think it's overly hyped at the moment, but it'll level itself out eventually.
Yeah,
Greg.
I think the main things people are looking at, like those CryptoPunks and people's artwork. I mean, maybe some of the big artworks might hold some value, but I do think the majority of the stuff is way overpriced and will lose value over time. But then you may see it again in 50 years start going up in value again. I do think that NFT is here to stay. It may progress and get better, but I still think that it has a space. I think digital cards or different digital concepts will be in every man's game, and it'll be a way for people to get into the different markets. And I don't know. I'm really excited about cryptocurrencies. I've started looking into it a lot. So
yeah, I think that's going to be its own rabbit hole series episode. Maybe we can do that next week after the GameStop stocks go to the moon, and we can put some money into Ethereum. I think Ethereum is going to be the next one. The other day you mentioned that you're thinking that Bitcoin in the virtual world is going to be the gold standard, and that Ethereum will be like the fiat money. Do you still, you still think that?
Yeah, I still see that. Yeah.
So
I do also still think there are other currencies that can take over.
Dogecoin.
No, I think that's a meme, and that's it. I don't think it go over
it's a
50
meme.
cents.
It's a meme until you start, you can start buying snacks on vending machines with Dogecoin.
You can buy a Dallas Mavericks tickets with Dogecoin.
Oh, there you go. So, what do we think about final thoughts about this NFT? So maybe it's a bubble, maybe it's overhyped.
I like
Maybe-
this NFT. That's all I have to say.
Maybe it's just artwork. Maybe it's an investment. We are not financial advisors. We just like the art. And with that, we will see you guys next week.
Hold on. Don't end it like that.
All right. Well,
Go check out our website. Marco has been working on it, and he's updated it. We put on some new and interesting things. The link's in the description. Make sure to like, subscribe, and share so that we get this out there. The more likes there are, the more exposure thought process gets on YouTube. You can check us out on Instagram. We post every time before we go live. And come check us out.
Yeah, we have some
more to come.
Interesting podcasts coming up. Again, thank you, our favorite degenerate, our usual suspect, our usual guest, mostly every week, Mr. Chris Ayala. Thank you for joining us from Arizona. And then to you guys, the listeners, thank you for being with the TPP family this whole time. We will see you guys next week. Bye, everybody.
Lucky Squiddy.
See ya.